In this video, let us know about cohesive and adhesive forces. First, let us know what are intermolecular forces. We all know every substance is made up of molecules. These substances are binded together by a force of attraction which is termed as intermolecular forces. Intermolecular forces are the forces of attraction or repulsion that exist between the molecules of a substance. These intermolecular forces are responsible for the interaction between the individual molecules in a substance. Apart from this, these forces of attractions will determine the physical nature or characteristics of a substance. For example, if a substance has more intermolecular uh, forces of attraction, then they will look like a solid and rigid substance. If they have lesser intermolecular forces, they will be the molecules will be very flexible and they will look like a liquid. And if the molecules has very few intermolecular attraction, that means the molecules will be loosely bound, their physical nature will be like a gas. So these molecular forces determine the physical state of a substance. Moreover, the physical properties like melting point, boiling point, vapor pressure, evaporation, viscosity, surface tension, and solubility of our substances are highly related to the and strength of the intermolecular forces between the molecules. If the intermolecular forces are more, the melting point will be high. That means we have to provide much energy to break that, to melt that molecule, to melt that substance. But when you compare this intermolecular forces with the intramolecular forces, that is the binding within the molecules, intermolecular forces are weaker forces. There are two types of intermolecular forces which are classified as cohesive force and adhesive force. Because of these forces are the molecules are either attracted or repelled by one another. First, let's see what are cohesive forces. Co, that means of the same. The cohesive forces are a type of intermolecular forces of attraction that exist between the molecules of the same type or the molecules of the same substance. For example, we have water. There is a greater force of cohesion between the water molecule. This is the most common example for a cohesive force. And the molecules in the water are highly binded together by the forces of cohesion. And the liquid droplets, see, if we put some water on some surface, the water droplets will cling together to each other and they will form a big droplets. This is because of the cohesive nature of the liquids or the water. And the mercury in the glass thermometer, we could see the mercury in the glass thermometer will rise and it will not stick to the walls. This is because the cohesive force existing in the mercury molecules. So as I said, the cohesion the because of the cohesive force that exist in the liquid molecule, the liquids tend to form droplets when they get spilled on a solid surface. And when you take some water or a liquid in a test tube, they form a convex meniscus. This is the convex meniscus or the lower meniscus is because of the cohesive force between the molecules. And water is the highly cohesive liquid and it is said to possess high boiling point. This is because they have a stronger cohesive force or stronger intermolecular attraction. And the properties like surface tension, this cohesive force affect the properties like surface tension. These pictures are collected from internet. So in these pictures you could see the water droplets formed on leaves, which states these droplets are formed because of the high cohesive nature of water. And you could see the glass thermometer here. When temperature is raised, the mercury in that also rises distinctly from the glass without sticking it to the glass. Next, we will look into what is adhesive forces. So, adhesive, the forces of attraction between the two different substances. Adhesive forces are intermolecular forces of attraction that keeps the molecules of different substances together. So, as I said, the cohesive forces makes the liquid molecules to form a droplet shape, whereas the adhesive forces in the liquid make them to spread over a surface. If you put some adhesive substances over a surface, they will try to spread. And unlike cohesive forces, adhesive forces will try to form a concave meniscus or an upper meniscus. When you put some adhesive material in a test tube, you could see an upper meniscus there. And adhesive forces will contribute to a phenomenon like capillary action. And here are the few of the examples which we see in the daily life. The first example is water droplets sticking to a window after a rainfall. So during a rainfall, after the rain goes, we can see the droplets of water are clinging to the window pane. So this is nothing but there is an adhesive force between the forces of attraction between the glass molecules and the water molecules. Yeah, this is a very best example in real life, which you could see it in the classroom too, to writing in a blackboard with a chalk. So when you write it, chalk is nothing but it is a calcium carbonate. When you write it in a blackboard, the chalk pieces gets sticked to the blackboard. Favicol, which we use to stick papers. Paint on a wall. When you paint a chemical substance, a paint is nothing but it's an emulsion. When it is painted on a concrete wall, these paint molecules gets sticked to the wall. And wetted surface. For example, we have put some water over a surface. When you wipe it with a paper, you could see the paper absorbs all the water. So there is a forces of adhesive force of attraction between the paper molecule and the wetted surface. Glue and cement. So again, glue is nothing but a favicol. When you stick it with a glue, two different materials get stick with each other. And cement, when cement is pasted on a brick, they get attracted and forms a big concrete. So these are the real life examples, the images which I have collected from internet. See, the first picture is the rain droplets on a flower. So flower is a different substance and water droplets. So when it falls on it, they stay together. The next is the coffee cup. So even after taking coffee, some droplets of coffee are clinging together, clinging on the walls of the coffee mug. And this adhesive material or the glue and the droplets of the water during a rain in a window pane.